Greetings, beloved brothers and sisters. Many years ago, when this dear one's son was born, he was a fascinating little boy. It was a wonderful thing to see how happy he was. He would hum while he was eating. And it was ideal. He had a twin sister, and they were both very happy children and happy with each other when they were young. And then something interesting happened. The son, who was adored by everyone, lost his self-esteem a little bit when he compared himself to others. There were children who were more agile and adept. He was large for his age, but not particularly coordinated as a young child. And he saw that he couldn't quite do the things that other children did easily, like hop on one foot and things like that. And then later in school, he had some kind of learning disabilities that made it almost impossible for him to learn how to read phonetically. And he would find that even if he studied really hard, he couldn't pass tests. And it was sad to see that nothing from the outside, the unconditional love that his parents had for him, was stronger than his own judgments of himself, but only in comparison to others. This is not unique to this child. This is the case with everyone. This is why I urge you to release your judgments, all of them. They are all relative and thus not true. When you look at yourself in the mirror and you have some criticism of your skin or your hair or whatever, it's interesting that when other people look at you, they don't even notice those things. You just look how you look. When people love you, they love you. And they don't look at you in that critically judgmental way that you might look at yourself. The comparisons and the judgments leave you in an untruthful state of affairs. There are people who feel bad about themselves because they compare themselves to others and they see others have gotten farther ahead, or others are better looking or more agile or wealthier. And then there are people who look at others and see themselves as better than them. So a certain smugness comes over them. In each case, the judgments disconnect you from yourself and from other people. They can't help but do this. The judgments are that powerful. They reinforce that you are quite separate and that your value is relative compared to other people. This morning, this dear one was walking around the neighborhood as he does. And he was taking in how beautiful nature is, and the trees, and the early morning sunlight, and the quiet. And then this thing came over him, where he settled into a kind of self-esteem. And he was very saddened to feel that something came over him and said, "You're nothing special. You're okay. but you're nothing special. Like, not good enough. Talented, but not that talented. Successful, but not that successful. And it was like a pall that came over him. It was like this deep feeling of just not being okay in his natural walking around state. And he thought, what is this? What is this? This is who I think I am? And it dawned on him that this is what you're left with. When you compare and you compete, you have no peace and you have no sense of self. And it's all relative. You are left feeling either insecure or smug, both of which separate you from others. And he just let himself feel what that felt like. And my words came back to him. Release all judgments. When you come from love, judgment isn't involved. People are not good to the degree that they're not bad. They are who they are. They are who you are. They are love itself, as are you. There are many things you can do to try to increase your self-esteem, but the self you're trying to increase is not you. And it's folly to pursue those things. Try to be healthy, try to live longer, try to get rid of age spots. Good luck. That's not the self you want to improve. Who you are lives beyond all judgment, all comparison, all competition. You are love itself and need nothing added or removed from you to know that. Let go of all judgment and see what happens. I love you very much, and I'll speak with you again soon.